Hi, and welcome to Kidney Plugged In. On today's episode, you'll meet Casandra, a mother of 3 boys whose youngest son, Theo, was diagnosed with kidney disease in 2021. Cassandra shares how this surprise diagnosis has affected the entire family and how they are facing the daily challenges head on and as a united front. Not only are Cassandra and her family committed to supporting Theo through this challenging time, but they are also committed to the cause of raising awareness about kidney disease. And as a member of Team BeCause YuKan, Cassandra will be participating in the epic Kidney March this September. And Plugged In caught up with Cassandra at one of her training days with her teammates from Team BeCause YuKan. And in our Did You Know segment, you'll hear about the benefits of physical fitness for those living with kidney disease. All this and so much more is coming up right here next on Kidney Plugged In.
Cassandra, welcome to Kidney Plugged In. We are so pleased that you can join us on the show today. You have a young son, Theo, who was fairly recently diagnosed with kidney disease. Can you take us back to the beginning and share how you learned about his diagnosis?
So in September of 2020, our son at the time was 4, and he got sick with a basic cold, and very quickly it progressed to the point where we knew we had to contact his doctor and see if everything was okay. He was having trouble walking even short distances and was really lethargic. And so that prompted us to contact the doctor, and his pediatrician started with a bunch of tests for his blood and urine, and right away it came back with some pretty alarming numbers, and that started our journey on lots of trips to the hospital and to the lab for doing multiple tests. And then in March of 2021, we got the diagnosis that Theo in fact had kidney disease. Then more tests happened, and because the signs of his blood work was not quite typical. And then in May, we got the second diagnosis that he actually has a form of kidney disease called dense disease, which is a really rare form of kidney disease caused by a genetic mutation.
So prior to his diagnosis, following all these blood tests, did you know anything about Theo's genetic condition that eventually led to his diagnosis of kidney disease?
No, actually we had no idea. Through this process, we've come to find out that females are the carrier, and it's a disease that only affects males. And one of the big symptoms of it is actually excessive water drinking. And we noticed around 2 years old that he was drinking a lot. Any caregiver that was in contact with him noticed and mentioned the amount of water that he required. And he would in fact wake up from naps and even during the night crying, almost like in pain, because he was so thirsty, even though he had been drinking all through the day. He would even get up in the night to drink. And even though we had brought that up several times in different doctor visits, it was nobody really took note of it. And I mean, he was a busy little guy, so we just thought, you know, he was just needed the water. And he also was born with a heart defect, so we thought maybe as a result of that he needed more water, and until he got sick in that September. And that, a combination with the water drinking, is what I guess really prompted the blood tests and then this diagnosis of kidney disease and then dense disease. Kidney disease was never on our radar at all. I had no idea about kidney disease. I didn't know anything about our kidneys, nothing.
Right. So Theo's diagnosis of kidney disease took you and your husband by complete surprise. Has the thought ever crossed your mind?
No, when they started saying that things weren't normal on his tests, and they were kind of alluding to the kidneys, I actually, we went home and researched what kidneys do, the function of kidneys. You know, and then I checked my work by asking the doctor, is this really what kidneys do? How important are our kidneys and so forth? And then when they actually told me, my husband had to work that day, and I was with Theo in the children's hospital when the doctor first told me it was kidney disease. And it did happen all quite fast. And so I knew that was in the realm, possibly, But when he said it, it was like a moment you see in movies where you hear the talking and you kind of like phase out, you know? It was so shocking to me, and it took a few days for it to really sink in and for us to understand what was being told.
So what were the first steps after that initial diagnosis?
Well, there was, for us, there was still a lot of tests, because then they confirmed the dense disease. Dense disease is, I mentioned, rare. So on the national database, there's 250 registered cases. Most doctors have never heard of it, and it was really hard to find information. The nephrologist even told us it would be hard to find information because there's so little documented, because there's so few cases. So that was another really big blow, really hard to take. And then in January, I found out that they requested to have my blood tested, because it's very rare for the gene to be mutated and the mother to be the carrier. It's generally a spontaneous event. And I found out in January that actually I do have the mutated gene. So it wasn't it wasn't like a one-time coincidence, unfortunately. So that was another really difficult information to get, because as a mom, you just want your kids to be healthy, and then to hear of a lifelong and potential debilitating disease, and then to know that you were the cause of it. So.
Let's see, so kidney is these are my grandpa's kidney stones. They're very precious. Kidney is a bone in your back that helps you turn. I don't know, to be honest.
They don't know kidneys are vital, do you? Get the facts at kidney.ca.
We're back with more of our interview with Cassandra. So Cassandra, Theo is a very lucky boy that he has 2 big brothers. So you and your husband are parents of 3 active boys. Tell us more about your beautiful family.
So Liam is our eldest. He is going to be 11 right away. And then Zachary is our middle son. He's 7. And then there's Theo. And Theo is going to be actually 6 this year. And he's definitely the, I would say, life force in the 3 of them. He is just ready for action every minute of every day. And even though he's 5 years younger, he keeps up with Liam in everything that he does. So yeah, that's really cute. They have a great relationship.
So we know that kidney disease does not only affect the patient, it affects the whole family. And I can just imagine that this diagnosis has been an adjustment for everybody. So what are some challenges and how have you coped with them?
My husband and I decided from the beginning that we would involve his brothers, let his brothers know what was going on. Some of it they see physically, and they would see it, like when Theo gets ill. His brothers are involved, they're great. They help us remember Theo's medication. So they'll tell us it's medication time, and then Theo will come run up, and they like to even get it ready. And then they're both really good with reminding Theo to drink water. He has to drink a minimum of 2 liters a day, and in the summer months he drinks 3 liters a day. And so they'll have chugging contests with him, and they'll encourage him to drink and stuff. So we really, as a family, we're all really involved in it, and I think that's really nice for Theo too, because then he doesn't feel like he's going it alone. And when the days are hard, when Theo gets sick, they're really good about that too. They like to make sure that their little brother's okay, and they check on him, they help us to watch his breathing, and really good. It's the best that I can ask for.
Sounds like you have two great helpers at home and that you and your husband have really surrounded Theo with love and support. Sharing your approach to dealing with kidney disease as a family unit, and I'm sure it'd help other viewers dealing with a similar situation. And I'm sure it helps Theo.
It is really outside of my comfort zone. It's not something that I find easy, but I do it for him because I would do anything to just try and alleviate a little bit of what he experiences, and also because in a way it helps to not feel so alone in it. I think by us doing that, getting the kids involved, getting the school involved, so when he's in class, all the kids know he has to drink. They all know he has kidney disease. He has talked about having kidney disease. They have little, in the classroom, in the kindergarten classroom, his teacher would, get the kids involved and talk about it and what's coming up and how Theo needs to drink. And so all the kids would remind him to drink, and they would drink with him, and just stuff like that, so that it helps to spread out the burden a little bit.
We're going to continue our conversation with Cassandra and talk about the ways her and her family have raised awareness about kidney disease. Stay with us.
Hey honey, I lost the list for Jason's birthday thing. Obviously hamburger, cakes. No, not hamburger cakes. Hamburgers and cake. And buns, sausage.
Talking. Ooh, eye candy.
Is it a full moon tonight? People are being weird. And don't forget to make the Facebook event private this time. Okay, bye.
Can you imagine losing most of something without realizing it? Over time, kidney disease can destroy up to 80% of kidney function before you notice any symptoms. Talk to your family doctor to see if you're at risk and need to be screened. It could save your life.
You were just talking about how, as a family, you face Theo's diagnosis with kidney disease as a united front, ready to tackle whatever it throws Theo's way. As a family unit, you have not only rallied around the cause of raising awareness about kidney disease, you not only talk the talk, but you've walked the walk, the kidney walk, that is. And in 2021, your family participated in the first kidney walk event. How was that?
Yeah, that was the first time. So like I said, he was diagnosed in March, got the dense disease diagnosed in May. The first kidney walk was June, and we as a family signed up. We made our own team, the Graham family. I think we called it, our hashtag was Graham Strong. And yeah, between my husband and I, we raised over $5,000. And as a family, we settled our route, and it was pouring rain, and we had another family join us at the park, and we walked our 5 kilometers, which was the first time Theo had gone that far. So we were really excited for him, excited as a family, because we were very timid, especially me, to ask for donations, to put donations up. And I originally put my donation request for $500. And I felt, I don't know if I'm gonna get $500. And then we got over 5,000, so it was a great experience.
Cassandra, you're not one to shy away from challenges, because you'll be taking part in the epic kidney march this year, and you'll be traveling to Alberta to do the march. But last year you took part in it virtually. What was that like?
I did it virtually, and I have to tell you, I was so excited, like a kid on Christmas, when I got my Kidney March box, and every day it had a date and telling you to open it, and it just made you feel so involved and not alone, like you were just part of something bigger. So even that was exciting. I worked with my company that has a give back program for donations, and I set up a campaign and did a video shoot telling about Theo's story and raised over $3,000 for the Kidney March this year, which I'll be participating in Alberta, and I'm super excited for. And actually, I even have gotten the commitment of my director at work who's going to be participating in it with me.
That's amazing. So this year, when September comes, you're out the door and off to Alberta for the Kidney March. And this is no small feat. It's an epic event. 3 days, 100K walk from Kananaskis to Calgary. Are you excited to be able to do the march in person this year?
I'm super excited. I definitely feel like it's a bucket list check for me. And I can't wait to be there and to have Theo's picture and everyone get to see the smile that he brings to everyone. I can't wait to take those steps. I don't know how many steps it is, but however many thousands of steps it is to complete 100 kilometers and just show my kids, show, my employer, show everybody that like we're not alone. And I truly believe that he is going to make a difference in this disease. Probably all parents feel like that, but I do feel like there's a light on him that is going to change things. And I feel like the Kidney Foundation has given so much to me in making this journey easier, easier to swallow, to understand. The sense of community is like beyond what you can put words to, and to be a part of that, to give back and participate is just like, I can't be any more grateful. So I'm so happy to do it.
That's great to hear, that you and your husband know that you are not alone in this journey, that the Kidney Foundation is there to support you at every turn along the way. At the BC and Yukon branch, we have a slogan, let's take the kid out of kidney disease. You also have a wonderful sentiment that epitomizes how brave Theo is with dealing with kidney disease. Well, can you share that with us?
The best never rest. Yes, so he has a t-shirt, and he is just one of those kids that I've kind of alluded to it a few times in us speaking, but he just lives life every day to the fullest. He wakes up in the morning, he has a smile on his face, and that smile doesn't come off his face until he goes to bed at night. And it just brings inspiration, even if you don't know that there's inspiration to have. Like, just the way that he views this life is just, it just fits him. That's what he is.
Don't go anywhere, because next up we catch up with Cassandra and other Kidney March members from the team Because YuKan lace up, warm up, and continue their training for the Kidney March in September. And we'll tell you how you can register and join the team.
Have you been newly diagnosed with kidney disease? Everyone's case is unique, but you are not alone. Many people can still find themselves overwhelmed when they are first diagnosed. For some individuals, it can be difficult to find answers to all the questions and issues they're facing. The Kidney Foundation of Canada is here to help navigate what living with kidney disease means for you. We can provide you with information, refer you to relevant educational resources, clinics, or other services, and offer emotional support. Check out the programs, services, peer support, and resources that are offered in your region. As a newly diagnosed kidney patient, you have just received a lot of information and it can all be overwhelming. So here's a few answers to common questions that you may have.
I have reduced kidney function. What does that mean exactly?
To be diagnosed with chronic kidney disease, you likely had blood work done that indicated your creatinine was a bit high and your eGFR was a bit low. These are the 2 kidney function tests. There are 5 stages of CKD, and all of this can be confusing. Call the local branch of the Kidney Foundation to speak to patient services staff and gain perspective on your own particular kidney situation. In BC or the Yukon, call 1-800-567-8112. The Kidney Foundation offers manuals and brochures that are available for free to either download off the website or to have mailed directly to you.
What foods can I eat?
Most meal plans for kidney patients are based upon the stage of the disease and the results of the person's blood tests. Ask your doctor if you need to limit or augment any minerals like potassium or phosphorus in your diet. You need to understand what your own nutritional needs are, and the staff of the Kidney Foundation branch may be able to assist with this. The Kidney Community Kitchen is a great online resource once you know what your dietary needs are.
Who can I talk to?
Please contact program staff at the Kidney Foundation to discuss your situation. Also, there is a peer support program if you would like to talk to someone who has been through a diagnosis of kidney disease.
How can the Kidney Foundation help me?
The Kidney Foundation have many programs and services that can help you navigate your new diagnosis. Although everyone's case is unique, remember that you are not alone. The Kidney Foundation is here to help. You may reach us by calling 1-800-567-8112.
We're here bright and early this morning, joining Team BeCause YuKan as they start walking and training for the epic Kidney March this September.
Hi, I'm Marie Hess, and I am the Director of Community Initiatives here at the BC and Yukon branch. Today we're on our Kidney March training walk. We are doing 16 kilometers today, 8 kilometers out and 8 kilometers back with Team BeCause YuKan. Team BeCause YuKan is made up of caregivers, patients, volunteers, staff, and board members of the BC and Yukon branch. We are real excited about being able to join our fellow marchers in person in Calgary this September. The team has been busy. We have been busy training, fundraising, and hosting events. All proceeds from Team BeCause YuKan will be going towards kidney patients right here in BC and the Yukon.
As you can imagine, this 3-day, 100K walk from Kananaskis to Calgary is a huge challenge that participants gear up to start training for months ahead of time. Let's talk to a few members and see how they're feeling. I know the Team BeCause YuKan is a play on words. Can you explain what that is to us?
So BeCause is BC, YuKan is the Yukon, BeCause YuKan, BC and Yukon branch.
Do you have a tip or two to share about the distance of walking today?
Yeah, it's starting to get warm out, so definitely keeping hydrated is key. Drink plenty of water.
If someone wants to join the team BeCause YuKan, how would they go about doing that?
Join the team BeCause YuKan. Go to kidneymarch.ca, search Team BeCause YuKan, and click on register.
Thank you so much, Marie.
Thank you so much for having us.
Hi, Cassandra. Great to see you. You've cleared out time in your busy schedule today to come train with your teammates. But before I ask you, how's Theo's health?
He's doing pretty good right now. Thank you.
This year will be your first in-person march, joining in with Team BeCause YuKan. Does being part of the team motivate you more than walking virtually in 2021?
Absolutely. I'm so excited to be with other people and the marchers and to hear stories, and yeah, super excited.
What are you looking forward to training today?
Today, well, I got a new pack, so I'm gonna try it out, see how the water situation happens. And I've been talking to these ladies a lot online, so this is the first time we've got to meet in person, so that's really exciting. And the sun is out, so I'm excited to be out in the sun.
Cassandra, you're a busy mother of 3, and I imagine you're on your feet all day. How else are you training for September?
Just trying to get proper footwear, take care of my, see physiotherapists and stuff, make sure that my back is aligned and that my body is ready to carry me through the walk. Yeah.
Thank you, Cassandra.
Thank you. Have a great day.
And they're off. Each step they take gets them closer to walking 100K, participating in the epic Kidney March to raise awareness for kidney disease as well as organ donation. Hundreds of marchers will walk the most they've ever walked and raise the most they've ever raised. Just being here is so inspiring, and if you want to be inspired too, visit kidneymarch.ca. This is Erena reporting for Kidney Plugged In.
Hi, I'm Cassandra, here to talk about the Kidney March happening this September. And as a member of Team BeCause YuKan, I'm here to remind you that it's not too late to start training, it's not too late to get your fundraising in, and it's not too late to register. The Kidney March is all about doing the most you can do, so get out and start registering. Join me and other members of Team BeCause YuKan. You can do this by going to kidneymarch.ca, search Team BeCause YuKan, and sign up today. Let's do the most we can do to help people living with kidney disease. I can't wait to see you there.
Hi, I'm Erena from Did You Know?
Did you know that one of the best things you could do for your health is to stay physically active? Staying active can help you feel good by lifting your mood, helping you sleep better at night, and helping you manage stress. It would also help you to maintain a healthy body weight, control your blood pressure and cholesterol, and improve your mobility.
Experts recommend that you get at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise on most days, in addition to things you may be already doing, like gardening, walking, yoga, and jogging.
For a lot of people with kidney disease, the thought of doing 30 minutes of activity can seem overwhelming and well beyond what they're currently doing.
If that's how you're feeling, you're not alone. The most important thing is to try to make sure you stay active throughout the day. Look at what you're already doing, start slowly, and build gradually from there.
Find activities that you can enjoy that work well for you and your situation. You may find it easier and more fun to stay active with a friend or in a group. Call your local community center, public health unit, or YMCA to find out what activities or clubs are offered in your community. If you have any symptoms, such as joint or muscle pain, chest pain, dizziness, etc., you should discuss your problems or concerns with your healthcare team before starting any new activity. If you need more guidance, registered physiotherapists can help you meet your health and physical activity goals.
Per segment.